So the new single is called "Can't Keep on Loving You," and what do you want to tell us about that track?
The track is I love. First of all, I love the track. It's a real melodic tune,
Right.
um, and the song just kind of talks about pouring your heart out to this girl who who you've only been able to kind of see from a distance and from afar, and you're longing to get closer to her. And I love the sentiment of the song. I think it sounds great. I could totally hear it like in a movie right now. So anybody in the movie business watching. Um, Light bulb.
We'll try to
um,
spread the word.
yeah, yeah. I think it's a great song. I think it's a great song. It's it kind of says what everybody wishes they could say at times.
Yeah.
When you're kind of crushing on somebody.
Yeah. So will we see a video for the song?
No video's been made yet, but you might. We've been talking about doing that.
Okay.
You know, who knows? It could help. It could help ignite a fire under it. Who knows?
Sure. Sure. Well, there's also a track on this record called "Someday" that was written about your mother. And
Right.
is that a song that you perform live? I mean, how does it feel to have that song out there on your record and be able to share that with people?
It was very therapeutic. I think that's the first word that comes to mind when thinking about that. At that point in time when I started writing that song with Dave Tozer and Marcus Johns, that was the time when I was just kind of getting over the hump and getting back in the studio and continuing where I left off before my mom had passed.
Sure.
So it was really cool. It was really helpful to kind of help me cope with the certain emotions and feelings that I was kind of going through at the time. And it's great because we do perform that live, and it's great because it makes such a great connection because everybody's lost somebody and they know
Yeah.
what it feels like, no matter how close you were to that person. I think everyone's pretty much, at least at my age, has experienced, a loss here or there. And so I think no matter what, that anybody can relate to the lyric and the sentiment of the song. And, I think it's really powerful when you can, make that relative to the people who are listening. So, yeah, it means the world to me, man. Sometimes I get it's tough to get through the whole song,
Yeah.
but I think it's the best way that I can kind of show my homage to my mom, and say thanks and I love you, miss you.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, certainly AI now sends its condolences.
Oh yes, I know you did. Thank you so much.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So let's talk a little American Idol. I'm just wondering how you think the show has changed. I know you've made comments about the group numbers this past season and how they were lip syncing a little bit, and you didn't
Oh
like
yeah.
that so much. How else do you think the show has changed?
Um, I don't know. I think another thing I've noticed maybe um, is them performing more contemporary songs, which is cool. I get that too.
Okay.
But that's it, really. I mean, uh, I don't know. It doesn't seem like it's changed that much, which is not a bad thing.
Yeah.
But that's really it. I've definitely seen how they've kind of noticed how they've gone a little more contemporary. Which is cool
Okay.
because I know that when the winner wins Idol, they want the winners to stand out in the contemporary market, which is totally understandable.
Hmm.
And I feel like they've definitely been reaching out to a more contemporary, younger audience too.
Sure. Yeah. Do you think Ellen is going to completely change the dynamic this next season, or maybe everyone's making too big of a deal out of it?
Yeah, I really don't know. I think the latter is more
Okay.
is more my speed. I think everybody's just like, I don't think it's going to affect the ratings. I don't think uh, I don't think it's going to really change the dynamics at all. I think Ellen's really passionate. She's funny. I think she's hilarious.
Yeah.
Um, and she doesn't have the same musical background as Paula does. However, I know she's a music freak. She's a nut about
Sure.
music. And it's really cool. I mean, like when you're done with Idol and you get to go on these talk shows, um, she was actually my favorite talk show that I've been on. It's like she really focuses on the music and how the band sounds and the sound stage. She's really really passionate about it. So I think she's going to do great. I think it's going to be great. We'll see. Paula had her little thing with Simon, so I don't know if Ellen's gonna be. I don't know if they're gonna be barking at each other, but we'll see. It's gonna be fun.
Maybe not exactly the same.
Right.
So they've announced that they are going to be doing Idol Gives Back again this year, and that's something that you've done. Will we be seeing you again on the show?
You know what? I don't know if we're going to be seeing me on. I don't know if I'm going to get a chance to make the show again, but I know that I am going to have the opportunity to go back to Angola in Africa and work on putting together this school that we visited an orphanage on our last trip there, and together with the help of ExxonMobil, we've managed to donate $100,000 to this orphanage.
Wow!
So they can finish building the school part of it. And man, what an amazing opportunity! You talk about the places I've been and the opportunities that I've had beyond my own business of just singing and recording music. That was an eye-opening trip, and I can't wait to go back. We're either going to go back in December or maybe in January, February at the latest. But I'm definitely going to be like blogging about it and pictures, and there's a link to some videos that you can see what I'm involved in over there that maybe I can get you and tell you how to find out information about how to be a part of the malaria initiative. But it's been great. It's been awesome, man. I can't wait to go back.
Again, just these opportunities that you get,
I'm getting the chance to see the whole world, and it all comes through music. So, it's been amazing.
Great. Well, I have a few just fun questions, kind of quick fire fun questions for you.
Sure.
Okay. So, number one, if you could be any superhero, who would you be?
Superhero. Who would I be? I never really got into superheroes that often. I don't know. Probably Batman.
Okay.
Yeah.
Here's an easier one. What's your favorite meal?
Anything home cooked.
Okay.
Anything cooked with love from home.
Okay. If you could have a vacation home anywhere in the world, where would it be?
A vacation home anywhere in the world would be somewhere I haven't been yet. So maybe like, well, I'll tell you. I've been to Hawaii, maybe in Kona, Hawaii.
Doesn't get much better than that.
Or somewhere in Australia, but I've never been there though, so I don't know.
Okay, fair enough. Favorite flavor of ice cream?
I'm a mint chocolate chip kind of guy myself.
Cool.
Yeah.
And the last one is, if you could have lunch with anyone, past or present, who would it be?
I would have loved to sat down and have lunch with Donny Hathaway. That'd have been real cool.
Yeah.
Pick his brain about music and life, and how amazing he is. Yeah. that'd have been a cool lunch date.
Had sang some duets or something.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So before we go, what can we expect to see from Elliott Yamin in the near future?
Well, we're currently putting together a tour for the early part of this year. Maybe we're looking at probably January, February. Hit the road, maybe do like a 20-25 city run. Let's see. You might see me on Idol again. Who knows?
Cool.
We're definitely gonna go back to Angola. So, they might air some of the footage again this year, or maybe not. But it sure would be cool to be a part of that show.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. Just been. I've been in the studio, continuing to write and writing with other artists and things like that. So, just keeping busy, man. Staying busy.
Great. Well, we'll be keeping an eye on you. I know your fans will be looking forward to seeing some of those shows.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to them too. As soon as they're all available, we'll post them all over the websites, and I'll tweet about them, and you'll definitely know where I'll be.
Great. Well, Elliot, thank you again for taking some time with us here at AINow.
My pleasure. Thanks for having me.